We're recording now. We're live. Well, not
No way.
live. We're recording though. Hold on.
Well, we've been
Ready?
recording the whole time, no?
No, just right now.
That should be like our cold take, or our cold open right there.
Yes.
That should be our cold open.
Hot Tag Podcast, Episode 8, Take 5. Get ready to tag in and experience the world of professional wrestling like never before. Welcome to the Hot Tag Podcast with Billy and Sal. What? Sal,
Billy.
welcome to Episode 8 of the Hot Tag Podcast. Now, I must warn all of you out there and wherever you are, there's a lot going on right now. We're recording our podcast, Episode 8, while watching Wrestle Dream, AEW Wrestle Dream, and watching the Jets game.
Yes.
The Jets versus the Chiefs, which the game is tied 20 apiece in the third quarter.
And it started out so rocky, and they've really fought back. Oh, my goodness.
This is going to be...
But it's Mahomes, right? Like, he's going to have a deep pass right now, probably, and fucking someone's going to throw it up. No flags? No flags. Okay, sorry.
This is going to be great. I love this. I like this atmosphere. Because, you know, we're all sports fans, right? We love wrestling, we love football, we love baseball, we love basketball, we love hockey. Sal is oddly really big fan of cricket for some reason. I don't know where that came into play. No, I'm just kidding.
It's just something I latched on as a child.
Yeah. But we have a decent amount of things to get into. So obviously now...
But before we get more into like the football thing, the reason, oh my god, the reason why I'm sure you know, you're a Jets fan.
I am a Jets fan.
Do you remember Aaron Rodgers goes down? We're talking, and I'm like, this is terrible. They find a way to win that game somehow.
Yeah, well, the defense won that game for sure.
Right, and then Gibson with the end in overtime.
Yeah, Whitehead was hot that game.
Right, Whitehead 3 picks. Then the next 2 weeks against Dallas and New England, they just sucked.
We shit the bed.
Right. Zach Wilson looked
like pretty much every one of my matches. We shit the bed.
Yeah, I can relate. And then this week starts out more of the same, and it's the fucking Super Bowl champions, new Kansas City Chiefs, and Patrick Mahomes is just the best quarterback of our generation.
Mm-hmm.
Well, of this generation.
Yeah, he's a talented guy.
And it's like you look at this, and it's like last week I think the Jets were like 9.5 point underdogs.
Yeah.
Right. I remember last week I was like, next week's going to be fun. It's going to be a massacre.
Yeah.
And it started out as such, and they battled back. Zach Wilson hasn't looked terrible. There's been and you know what? There's a couple times where like he made some good throws, and the guys just dropped it.
Yeah.
But you know, and don't get me wrong, there was a couple plays where like he missed an open receiver or whatever. But for the most part, he's been okay. And I mean, let's go. Let's just talk about what we got to talk about.
Yeah, no, it's okay. Listen,
I don't want to get pumped. We talked about it before we started. They're getting me excited right now. Yeah. And it's just setting me up to go.
Yeah, and trust me.
So
when Sal gets excited, everybody around Sal gets excited, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, you doing?
How you doing? Yeah, so this is a lot going on.
What's going on in AEW? See, I'm not watching AEW. I'm a terrible host because I'm not spending $50 for them right now.
Demetrius Johnson is there. He's, I guess, a boxer, I guess. I don't know.
Okay.
Daniel Bryan is getting his flowers in the ring currently. He just had a hellacious technical match with
is he literally getting flowers, or?
No, he hugged the referee, and he's, you know, giving the fans high fives and smiling, and it was a great match, honestly.
Hopefully
was
somebody
very
punches him in the face from the crowd, like, right, starts a new feud.
Yeah, I don't know. He's leaving, like he's walking out. I don't know what's happening now. He's like, you know, saying goodbye to people. I don't know. Anyway, see, we're getting all over the place here. Jets, AEW, Sal. This is crazy. Okay, but
I'm sweating right now because of the Jets.
oh yeah,
I hate them so much. I really do.
um,
Oh, I hate them. All right, what's up? Let's go.
yeah. So, Wrestle Dream is on currently. So
You
I
know,
think we
I
need to
was
touch on this for a second.
right. I was contemplating ordering it earlier.
Yeah.
Thinking about it, but it's also not on pay-per-view. I didn't feel like sitting in my bedroom to watch it because that's where
Yeah.
so I was like, you know what, I'm not. I could have put it on the laptop, but I don't know, whatever.
Yeah, that's what I have. I have it on my computer.
Right. So, but like there's a couple things about the show that I was kind of interested in.
Yeah.
Well, actually, I could have went to my buddy's house, but he has to work tonight at midnight, so we wouldn't even been watching the whole thing. Which the end is hopefully something that I would like to see. I was interested in
you know me.
Cliff Cage.
Yeah.
If he doesn't come out as Cliff Cage, there's going to be some serious issues. I might protest.
Yeah.
But I actually read something today that, so, like, obviously he can't be Edge.
Yeah.
But WWE doesn't own the rights to his music.
And also.
Or something of that nature, or, like, they don't exclusive rights anyway, or something like that.
Yeah, yeah. And I also heard that they don't own the rights to his nickname.
The Rated R Superstar.
So he might be able to be the Rated R Superstar. The Rated R Superstar Cliff Cage.
Oh, God.
It's going to suck. But Edge is not going to suck.
You know
Edge is
what,
also...
I think he's, like, over the years, it's pretty well known what his real name is. And enough people call him by his real name.
Adam?
So, Adam Copeland.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it's not Edge, but, I mean, like, realistically speaking, what else could you call him?
Yeah, I mean, listen. The big
doesn't
question...
have the same flair as Edge, you know? Like Christian Cage versus Adam Copeland. It's like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
Adam Copeland.
The big question, which will hopefully get answered within the next hour, is this man all elite? His contract expired at midnight last night. He is currently a free agent. Will we see Edge, Adam Copeland, Cliff Cage, whoever he debuts as? Now listen, full... I hate when wrestling's predictable. I like swerves, but I also understand why they do things this way, so I can't hate on it too much. I also, on a side note, away from wrestling, Taylor Swift at the Jet game is being blown way out of proportion. Nobody gives two shits.
Well, not only is she there, fucking Wolverine is there, Deadpool. You know, there's like a whole entourage there.
Yeah, to see the Jets destroy the Kansas City Chiefs.
Good for Travis Kelce. Fucking his jersey sales went up like 400% or something like that over the last week.
Yeah.
Good for him. But I'm kind of done. Like, who cares? It's like, I wouldn't even, like, could you imagine being this guy? Like, yes, one of the best tight ends. Well, probably the best tight end in the league. All right, you're dating Taylor Swift now, apparently. And now, like, could you imagine just, like, your whole personal life just blown up like that now?
Yeah. Yeah, it's over.
Like, you can't escape it now.
No, now you're a public figure, my friend.
Like he's already was, but now he's like mainstream.
Yeah, next time you are jogging in your ritzy neighborhood and you blow a snot rocket
it's gonna be
on the sidewalk, it's going to be on TMZ, my friend. No more public snot rockets for you.
Yeah. Could you imagine? Like, you can't even use the bathroom in public without something like, this person used the bathroom at the
I know, it's
Wawa.
terrible. It's so terrible when that. Listen, let me tell you something. So I'm starting to get noticed for this Fat Bastard Friday food review page that I have, just to give myself another selfless plug. Yeah, I'm a noticeable guy. So now I walk into 7-Eleven, or I'm in the car and people will honk their horn, or they'll be like, "Hey, what's up, Fat Bastard?" Like, that's like my new thing. It's like, you're that Fat Bastard guy. I'm like, yeah, thank you. I guess that I'm just fat.
You know, it's weird, the society. I don't know if it's just an American thing, but it's society in general, how we worship and put these celebrities on pedestals is like look at and it's like, I'm thinking to myself, and I was just watching something. It's called The Bling Ring, I believe it was called. It was on Netflix. It's about I don't know, probably like a decade and a half ago or so, there was like a bunch of teenagers that were going around Hollywood robbing like these houses of these like high profile people. Oh God, this guy just ran all over them. And like, and part of the reason they were doing it was like they just wanted to like live that lifestyle, like but with a bigger appearance. And then also now after the fact is like a couple, at least one of them was like really into like the fame that he got from it. And it's like, I remember, dude, the guy was, I believe this is what this guy said. I thought he was the biggest moron ever. I think his name was like Nick Pergo or something like that. Pergo, some shit like that.
Yeah.
But he's like talking about when he got caught, his mom, like, and his father, whatever, they like got him a lawyer. And he was like, no, I don't want that guy. Because he's a fat, bald, old guy.
Yeah.
I want a flashy guy to represent me. And I'm thinking to myself, I'm like, what?
Yeah.
Like, you're facing years in prison, like a long time.
Yeah.
And you're more worried about your lawyer's image? Like, come on.
Yeah,
but
that's society,
I
man.
guess. How did we get to this?
I was talking about Edge.
Okay.
I was talking about Edge, then we started talking about the Jets and Taylor Swift. She popped up on my phone screen because I'm watching the Jet game on my phone, and but yeah, whatever. She's she's at the Jet game, and then
I have a feeling this is going to be an all over the place.
Yeah, stick with us, people. Listen, it's 2023.
My eyes keep going up because I'm watching this too.
Fucking get it together and stick with us, okay? We're going on a bumpy road. Buckle up, boys and girls. Back to Edge. I hate when things are so predictable. And having Christian Cage versus Darby Allin in the main event of Wrestle Dream tonight almost guarantees we'll see Edge. Because why would Edge not come back at the end of the show to close the show to send everybody home happy, memorable moment, yada, yada, yada. Now, currently watching Wrestle Dream, and on the Titantron, during the entrance, is Don Callis and like a Last Supper setting. It's so good.
Oh, I've seen that. That's part of his,
Yeah, it's
yeah. Did you see the picture that came out over the weekend?
No, which one?
Of, so there was like, Takeshita and Callis are in wherever they are. Japan.
Oh, and Kenny Omega sold the thing. Yeah, I did.
All I can think about is, remember that time we were cutting a promo on Joel, and I'm pretty sure he was like right behind the. It's just like that's the kind of stuff that happens.
It's wrestling, man. It's wrestling. We help each other out. We were boys.
How often when me and you were shooting, were we filming each other's stuff?
Newsflash: we actually don't really hate each other. Well, actually, there are a fucking couple people I hated in this business, but yeah, it's wrestling, and it is what it is. Shut up and enjoy the show.
But to your point, I agree with you. I didn't even think about that until you brought it up to me, I think earlier or yesterday, one or the other, about, he's main eventing. That means it's definitely,
yeah.
And like, yes, but I could also see them doing a thing where Darby Allin's from Seattle and they're in Seattle.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking, that maybe their thoughts is, maybe like it won't be so obvious because, all right, we're giving the kid his big moment in his hometown.
Yeah.
I think, and this is not their fault, or maybe it could be, you could say like, hey, maybe don't put them in the main event knowing this. Like if they don't have Edge lined up for tonight, though.
No, yeah.
Because of the massive buzz that's been generated, people are going to be let down. That's not their fault. What is something they could have controlled is, all right, don't put that as the main event then, considering like you start just putting things together.
Yeah.
All that, you know what I mean? So, yes, the buzz part isn't their fault. It's not like they're telling anybody, oh, we got a huge surprise for you this Sunday.
Yeah.
They can't control that. It's just the way the internet works, right? Like it's lining up that Edge is free agent right now.
Yeah, it just,
and there's been nothing
happen.
Right. That's just not their fault.
Same exact thing is going to happen when Survivor Series happens in Chicago.
Right.
It's not WWE's fault.
No.
It just so happens that the fans are going to put this out there. You're going to get the same picture of CM Punk at the airport from like 15 years ago.
Yeah.
And it's going to circulate, and fans are going to fucking fall for it. And be like, oh, Edge is, CM Punk's at the airport again. I'm like,
meanwhile, he lives in Chicago, so.
Yeah, exactly.
But that's going to happen. Like, so I think I don't know how. I'm not a wrestling promoter. You have to try to combat that
Yeah.
going in, right? Like, so yawning is contagious.
It is contagious, and we're two tired men.
Right.
We have kids.
Control you have to control that narrative as much as you can. Like WWE in the weeks leading up to Survivor Series is going to have to do something that says this man is not coming.
Yeah, yeah.
And I don't know what that is. They don't acknowledge it. So it's like, I don't know what that something is to talk about, to do.
And then you can't have someone go out there and be like, fuck CM Punk, we don't like him, he's not coming here, because then it's gonna make people think that he is going there.
Right, exactly. People, there's an angle. So it's like, Brees Hall's got the ball. He's running up. He's going. He might make it all. Holy shit. He's down at the. Sorry, guys.
It's okay. It's okay. Listen, if you guys are watching the Jet game right now, then you're understanding this man's excitement, okay?
Brees Hall just broke out for like a 50-yard run.
Nice. I'm a little delayed, I think, my Jet game. My Jet game is a little delayed. Yeah.
Well, you're watching it on your phone, right? If he would have just beat this one guy, he would have taken it all the way to the house.
Oh, I'm watching it. Oh, yeah, I'm seeing that play right now. Oh, he was out.
Beat him. If he would have beat him, he would have took it to the house. Oh, my God. All right.
So,
there's almost nothing you could do with you can't control the narrative always, right? It's not. Zach looks all right. Oh, there's a flag. God damn it. You can't always. Is that what we're still on CM Punk?
Yeah,
And Cliff Cage. You can't always control these things, but I think there's different ways that you could to navigate it. Oh fuck! Down with the other Jets. There's ways to navigate it.
Yeah.
So that you could try to minimize people's expectations.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I hope. Listen, they got to do something, and we'll see. We'll see in a little while. I'm watching it live, and
listen. If Edge doesn't show up tonight, people are gonna be pissed.
They're gonna be upset, and then when
maybe
does
not
he show
everybody,
up?
because they're gonna have your certain people that are just like more rational, I guess, in some ways, where it's like you can't. They never said anything about him. They never even teased him coming.
Listen, so if he's gonna show up, he has to show up tonight. Christian's in the main event.
Perfect. Yeah, it's perfect. I think
it would be perfect for him to slide in, have Christian put the boots on Darby, have Edge slide in, and not hit Christian but spear Darby, and you just turn him instantly heel. It'd be fantastic.
Do you bring him as a heel?
Yes, 100%. Edge as a
heel,
100%.
I mean, I don't hate that, but aren't you trying to send the crowd home happy?
I don't know if they need to be sent home happy every show, though. And that's the thing. Promoters are fucking pussies, and they're afraid to whatchamacallit, to send the crowd home on a downside. Everybody always has to be up and up and up.
I agree with you. It doesn't always have to be rainbows and butterflies to send the crowd home. If it's
shocking, it's great.
I think, I wouldn't, I'm not opposed to him being a heel coming in.
Yeah.
Because then you instantly set up him and Christian against the Bucks, FTR. You have instant, obviously Sting and Darby. You have instant programs you could throw them in, off the rip.
Yeah.
But then again, I don't know how into an Edge Christian feud I don't know how interested I am in a Edge Christian feud either. Yeah. So, I may bring him in as you know what? I never even considered that, just because he's such a big thing coming in. Yeah. You know what I mean? That's not I don't think that's a bad route, actually.
I don't think it's a bad route, but they do need a big face right now on AEW. I mean, they have quite a few, but we should transition and talk about this man who who is out. With an injury. I know you guys, everybody saw it. He tried to make the run down for MJF. He jumped off the stage. His ankle exploded.
I want to know how he landed that happened, because that had to be so fucking painful.
Yeah, it was, and he didn't even miss a beat. True professional.
I know.
True professional. He didn't miss a beat.
You knew he was hurt because he was limping, but like you would never thought it.
You could see it. Like I knew
right, I would
right
have thought
away.
like already sprained his ankle or something because he was still walking.
Or he rolled it, but it exploded, and he's just who was that guy? Sin Cara. Remember him? He broke his finger and he made them stop the match. And I don't remember who he was. I think he was maybe wrestling Sheamus or Wade Barrett, but they got so mad. Like you could see they were pissed because he called off the match because he broke his fucking finger. And then they cut him right after that.
Yeah, I mean, listen, everybody's pain threshold is different, right? Like I'm not gonna hate on the guy. I mean, I don't think it's something I would do.
Yeah.
But I can't hate on anybody. Listen, if you're hurt, you're hurt, right? I don't know.
Yeah.
But yeah, Adam Cole trooped it through that segment.
Yeah.
It's kind of disappointing because you don't know how long he's going to be out, and that program is on a roll. Yeah. And obviously, we still haven't gotten it. Obviously, there's no finality to it yet.
Yeah.
So it's like, now MJF, but I don't know if you watched, what was it, Dynamite. I don't know if you watched that. But they kind of said, I think it was on Dynamite, right? That they're setting up MJF and Jay White now.
There it is.
There you go. And
there it is.
That's not Max.
It's not Max. And who could this be? This is the big $1 million question.
At first I'm thinking like, all right, the whole Adam Cole broken ankle thing is a huge swerve. And he's not hurt, or maybe he is, but maybe not to the extent that we think, or maybe his surgery or whatever the prognosis isn't as long. That's him and the other guys in the Kingdom and Roddy Strong. I don't know. At first that's what I was thinking, but I don't know. I don't know who. If it's not Adam Cole, I don't think it's Max. I don't think it's going to be MJF. But if it's not Adam Cole, I don't know who is.
All right, I'm going to put the image back up because I want you guys to look at something. Look at this guy's shoulders.
It's not Max.
That is not Max.
Way too tiny.
Max is a meaty man.
Yeah.
Now
that is not Max.
Could it be Edge?
I was thinking that, but like, why Jay White?
Exactly. Could it? I don't know who else.
What
is
sense
skinny.
does that make? Is what I would question. Like,
Could
where does that make sense?
I'm gonna throw a really long Hail Mary pass here. Could it be Ortiz? And they're setting up a whole new stable under Max.
No, I don't think. I think I mean, I could be very wrong, and I could be getting swerved, brother. But I think Max is staying a babyface.
Yeah, I think so too. He's on fire. Now, why bring
you
in
would be
the devil
foolish
mask?
to turn him. The people want to cheer for him. He's over right now. The people want him to. People want to cheer him. He's gonna get cheered whether you babyface him or not.
Yeah.
You might as well make him a babyface.
Mm-hmm.
There's nothing about him that's like, he's become very endearing.
Yeah.
His insults are fun. There's just nothing about him like,
They love him.
He's a heel, but he's not. Like, he gets cheered. Why are you fighting it, Why fight it? Just let it happen.
Exactly.
So I don't think he's going to be heel. I think what I think this could be like the setup of, oh God, the Jets defense is getting thrown all over. I think this could be the setup of somebody almost like framing him, maybe the Kingdom, and they could tell Adam Cole, you see, he hasn't changed. And then that creates like the dissension amongst them. And then I think eventually Adam Cole is like, hey, brother, that was me, and fuck you, and bah, I don't know. There's a few different ways, and there's a few different ways they can go.
I think it's Devon Dudley.
Wow, I thought it was Barry Horowitz.
Yeah, I think they're bringing back the Aces of Eights from TNA.
That thing started out really good. I don't care what I don't care what
I watched it.
says.
I watched it when they debuted. It was good.
I will stand on this and die on this hill. It started out good.
Yeah.
But you know what? It was just a group full of jobbers, really. But it started out interesting. That's really what it was. And then Bubba becoming the lead guy at the lockdown, bro. They got heat. That got major heat, and I think you could see it from a mile away. But people still like hated him for it.
Yeah.
That was good. And then after that, it kind of went.
Yeah.
It just went. It was just whatever.
Like
like
pretty much everything in TNA.
Kind of, what?
Like pretty much everything in TNA. It starts off okay, and then it just goes really downhill fast.
Yeah, they brought in Tito Ortiz and
Yeah.
all right.
I
But
watched the
anyway,
match recently. It popped up on my like news feed. It was like I forget who it was. It was like Tatanka versus somebody else in TNA. They brought in Tatanka at one point. Tatanka.
I loved the Tonka when I was a kid.
I did too. I used to do. I used to do it. But and listen, I'm not gonna lie. I compel you guys to look up this match. Tatanka moved really good. He was good. He looked good.
He was he moved okay in his WWE run in 2006 or whatever it was.
Yeah. We should bring him back.
I liked Tonka. Always did.
All right, so enough about TNA. Even though I'm literally watching Wrestle Dream right now, which it's the 6-man tag, Jericho, Omega, and who's the other guy? What's his name? Ibushi.
Kota Ibushi.
Yeah. They're having a pretty good match. It's a lot of crazy spots. Will Ospreay has when you get the suction thing on your back, to draw the whatever it is. He has those marks on his back. And he just looks badass.
What is it? Ospreay, Takeshita, and Guevara.
Yeah, Guevara. Guevara just took a really nice lion salt, and Jericho did not land on his head this time. Great, gotta love him. But enough about TNA. What TNA? AEW. But actually, a little transition from AEW. This female superstar is it safe to call her a superstar now? Is she a WWE superstar now?
She's a superstar. She's signed, sealed, and delivered.
This Jade Cargill she did a fantastic interview with ESPN. She looks like a star. She talks like a star. They are grooming her to be a star. She's going to be instantly over. The way they are introducing her is brilliant. Brilliant.
Yeah, I think
she's over before she even stepped foot in the
which is what you need to do stuff like this, right? Like you can't just debut people out of the blue and expect them to be over, right? Like, and that's what a lot of these companies do nowadays. Is they just no vignettes, no hype, no nothing. They just show up one day and hey, gotta cheer for you people.
I think the last time they did that was AJ Styles. Royal Rumble, right? Where they didn't say anything. He kind of just debuted, and he was instantly over.
But that was one of the cases that it worked.
Yes.
To me, anyway. That's one
not
going to
work with her if they did that.
But it doesn't work with everybody. How many times have NXT guys just come up and they just debuting and just there's the entrance and stuff. Yeah. You know what I mean? It's as opposed to when vignettes are I remember when Fandango came, right? Who the hell cares about Fandango? The character was kind of what the fuck? But it worked he was already known before he debuted, so people had felt one way or another immediately because of vignettes.
That was like Adam Rose.
Right.
He sucked,
obviously
but it was
be a job guy. But you know what? People give a fuck either way now, one way or another, at least initially, because they know who this guy is now. Maybe they don't know what he's about yet. Maybe they don't know if he's good or not, or whatever. But you know the personality that you're dealing with. Oh God, here we go. The Jets defense just giving it up.
Yeah.
So I think, I think they will do vignettes for her eventually.
Yeah.
I don't think she's there yet, but I think they are going to do vignettes. But I think what they're doing now is good too, where they're just hyping her up. All right, this is a big deal. And I also think part of it is she's the second person to come from AEW. So I think they're definitely doing it in this rubbing in the face kind of way too. You know what I mean? Hey, look who we got. I think that's part of it. Oh my God. Oh God. Maybe I should turn it off.
It's okay. Listen.
I'll turn it off because I'm gonna get mad. So yeah, I think it's a good thing for her. Mm-hmm. I think it's a good thing for them. I think she has star written all over her.
Yeah.
Now I think she just needs to be you motherfucker. I think now she needs to just be trained a little bit because she's still very green. She only had a handful. I don't think she's had many matches. No. So
on TV anyway.
Right. Well, but they don't do house shows,
Yeah.
and I don't know that she did any indie shots. So,
Not sure.
right, I don't think so. So she needs obviously some reps, but I think she's going to be a star.
Yeah.
I just hope it's not one of those things where it's like we're really hyping this person up and then like they just fizzle out. Like, remember, Sin Cara was fucking a major signing at the time, and that kind of didn't work out too well.
Yeah.
So,
What was his? What was his like? What was his name? Like his? Was it?
Mystico.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
He was Mystico.
Mystico. Yeah.
And I remember I read about him. They're like, oh, he's like the next Rey Mysterio. And I was like, oh, this guy's got to be great.
And he was good. But then they started doing the weird shit with the lights. Remember the lights?
Oh, that was terrible.
Everybody fucking hated it. And then they started doing a Bray Wyatt.
Yeah.
The lights. Yeah. It's fucking dumb.
But anytime they did, I think it worked. It never worked, actually. The only time I didn't mind it is when I was 7 and it was Kane. So I didn't know any better. But I think it's stupid. Sin Cara, though, I think his biggest problem is, like, all right, so Rey Mysterio, for instance, right, is credited as one of the best masked wrestler in the history of the United States anyway, right?
Yeah.
A luchador. He had a mask, but, like, you could still see his eyes, you could see his mouth, you could see emotion emoting from his face.
Yes.
Sin Cara had a mask over his entire face. Like, you couldn't see emotion.
Nothing.
And he didn't speak a lick of English.
No, and he wasn't great at selling.
No.
And it's even harder when you have a mask covering your face because you have to use a lot of body language. Right. It's hard for anybody.
It wasn't going to work, but I think she'll be fine. Oh, man. So, yeah.
Yeah. So, hopefully she does great. I'm excited. I'm really excited. Does she debut at Fastlane?
No.
No?
I think she's going to the PC first.
Yeah. So
maybe not NXT, but I think she's going to go to the PC first.
Yeah, well, I think there's creative plans for the main roster for her already. So I think she's skipping NXT. I think you bring her straight in.
Who does she go with, though? Charlotte,
think,
actually, right? You said Charlotte, right?
I would love to see Charlotte and or Io, maybe.
Put her right there at the top right away.
Who else do we have? I mean, Becky's on NXT. She's got the NXT champ. She's the NXT champion. Asuka, yeah, you have Asuka. You have Bayley. Give her Bayley. I think that'd be a good feud.
Yeah, Bayley's a heel, though. You got to bring Jaden as a heel, right? She's a heel.
Why? You think so?
Because she just oozes fucking confidence. Like, she's like cocky. Like, that's a heel.
I think she's gonna be like Bianca Belair. I want to see that feud because they are both ridiculously athletic.
Yeah, but Bianca's out right now, so it's like,
yeah.
I would like to see that, but I don't want that to be like Bianca's first thing back. She's got to do the job if that's gonna happen. Jade's got to get a winner for it. You can't have Bianca come back and do the job right away.
I say WrestleMania 40, Night 1, main event. Jade versus Bianca for a title. First time ever 2 African American women headline a WrestleMania main event. It will be groundbreaking.
It's already happened.
Who? 2 African American female.
Sasha Banks and Bianca Belair.
Oh, that's right. You know what? Fuck that. Then just give her to Bayley. Yeah, fuck that.
No, but in all seriousness, if they could build that correctly and make it interesting, I'm not opposed to that.
I'm not opposed to it.
I'm interested in the match. It's just a matter of,
yeah.
Will I be interested in it by the time it happens? And that's all about booking. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I think that match, you have to just build up their athletic backgrounds. It doesn't have to be like a personal hatred or not initially. Like for the first initial match, just build it up that they're just 2 freak athletes that are just fucking out of this world.
Yeah.
And they're gonna collide.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I agree. So on SmackDown.
Yeah.
He has COVID no more.
I told you this was happening last week, did I not?
You did, and he has been healed miraculously from the vid.
So have you.
I have been. I feel so much better.
I think this is going to be huge for Mr. Knight. Not only is he teaming with John Cena, he is now in a main event program with the Bloodline.
Yes.
and you know where this goes for him. He's got to get
Roman
the win on.
Reigns.
Yes, he's got to get the win on Jimmy or Solo or whoever, and then he is next in line, unfortunately, to lose to Roman Reigns. You know, I hate that because you know he's going to lose. Jesus Christ, it sucks. It sucks.
Acknowledge me.
Oh, it sucks. He's going to lose.
Listen, I think. Does Roman show up at Fastlane, or do we wait for? Well, he's advertised for the October, like the first SmackDown in October, I believe.
I think it's the one after Fastlane. I don't think
Okay.
it's this week because just next weekend is Fastlane, next Saturday.
Yeah, so
I
it's
think
the
he's
one after
advertised for the
Fastlane.
yeah. I think he's advertised for the SmackDown after.
So, yeah. So, you know, listen. We know LA Knight's going there. You know, I don't know what they do with John Cena after this. Maybe he goes. You know, did he already have a one-on-one match with Solo?
No, oh no.
Maybe they
But
do
I think
that.
Cena's done. No, isn't like his current run done at Fastlane?
Really?
I think so.
That was shitty.
I think it was good.
I think the writer's strike is like almost over, right?
I think it's pretty much over. But I think his initial deal was only through Fastlane.
Oh,
Well, not
okay.
his initial. I'm pretty sure he's probably on the contract for life. But I mean, like the agreement prior to all this was through Fastlane.
Okay.
And I think it's going to be huge. He's going to put over LA Knight.
Yeah.
And, well, they're going to win, but LA Knight will get the rub.
Mm-hmm.
LA Knight goes against Roman Reigns probably in Saudi Arabia.
Yep.
He'll lose to Roman Reigns in Saudi Arabia.
Yeah.
Then Roman Reigns will be gone for another 2 months until Royal Rumble.
Yeah.
LA Knight does whatever the fuck he does. I don't even know what he's going to do at that point. Like, what do you do with him?
I don't know. Gear him up for the Rumble, I guess.
What?
Gear him up for the Rumble. You know, like have him start getting ready for the Rumble. I don't know.
Does he win the Rumble?
I think I think Cody wins it.
He has to. And I'll tell you why he has to.
Yeah.
In my mind, I just thought about this. Is let's say pretend for a second. Let's go put our fantasy caps on. Pretend that wrestling is real. Right? Let's say LA Knight wins the Rumble.
Mm-hmm.
And then he challenges, let's say, Seth Rollins.
Mm-hmm.
Why would you do that?
Yeah.
Obviously, the big dog is Roman Reigns.
Yeah, we all know that.
If you think you're the man, you beat that guy. Right?
Yeah.
Now, if he's a heel, then yeah, I guess go after Rollins, I guess. But as like a baby face, I think whoever wins has to challenge Roman Reigns because that's the guy.
Yeah.
That's the ticket, right? You beat him, you're the guy now.
Yeah.
So I think it's got to be Cody if they go with it.
Yeah, I think it has to be Cody unless anybody that wins the Rumble has to go after Roman.
Exactly. That's what I just said. Yeah.
It's like AEW and WWE. They're both great shows, but we know that AEW is still kind of considered the B show. Same thing for Roman and Seth. Seth is a great champion. He is more of a workhorse than Roman, but it's the B championship right now, and it is what it is.
It's not his fault either.
It's not his fault. It's brand new, and same thing with AEW. AEW is still pretty new. Eventually, it'll get there, but it's not there yet. So anybody that goes after Seth, didn't that happen though? Like a Money in the Bank thing. Like, didn't they go after like a weird title or something like that?
Yeah. Austin Theory went after the United States title last year, like a scrub.
Yeah, fucking scrub. And everybody said it was stupid. So yeah, let's not make that same mistake.
After 20 years, it's been clarified you can go after any title, not just the world titles. Okay.
Just go after the big dog, bro. Wait till he gets his ass kicked, run out, hit him with the head with the fucking briefcase, and pin him. That should happen every time.
Who won the money? Damian Priest.
That's another huge. Listen, I think they have to put Finn versus Seth at some point for a match. Finn wins, and Damian cashes in on Finn. I think that's the only way you can do that.
Or Finn cost Damian Priest the briefcase.
I guess you could do it that way too.
Do you really put the belt on Priest? You
I
see
would.
Priest as the world champion right now?
I would put it on him for a couple months. He's a good transitional champion right now.
I think that cheapens the belt.
Yeah, you think so?
I think people that have it need to be regular defenders of it at the moment. I mean, although I wouldn't be opposed to Nakamura getting it right now, but I don't want to see it as used as a transitional thing right now.
The Jets just fumbled.
Of course they did.
Yeah, it's okay.
What's this? Is it 27-20 right now?
23-20. It's still tight. There's a lot of time left. 8 minutes, I think.
Who fumbled? Did Zach Wilson fumble it?
He did. It's fucking scrub. Aussie Open is on my screen right now versus the FTR. It's going to be a good match. I love FTR. Cash Wheeler is not in prison, which is always a good sign.
He's strapped right now.
Yeah. But, so, listen, I was going to talk about this next match. Do we even really want to talk about it? It doesn't really mean shit to me. But it probably means something to people out there, so we have to talk about it. And I actually kind of do like where this is headed. We got this match. I really am interested. I really want to see heel Street Profits. Like, I want them to, like, do the full-fledged change their name. And just, I think Montez Ford is money. And I don't know how they're going to do it. I don't know which way they're going to go. They really did something weird with Bobby and them.
Yeah, I didn't understand that. It made no sense to me.
But
I'll say that match, while I could care less about it emotionally, I'm like, all right, whatever. It's just a 6-man throw on the show. Could very well steal the show.
Yeah, I could. I mean, they all the competitors in there are tremendous, and I really, I like when Rey Mysterio is pitted against guys that are much bigger than him. He does great. He does great storytelling when he's pitted against guys that are much bigger than him.
Well, that's not hard, bro. Everybody's bigger than him. But,
yeah. Well, I'm talking about like guys that are like really like Batista. Like when he went after Batista, like against Batista, it was great. Or when he fought Kane, it was tremendous.
That was a great. And now that I'm thinking, that was a great heel turn by Dave Batista.
Yeah,
that was really good.
But so I'm actually excited to see where the Street Profits go. Are they heels? Do they full-fledged turn heel?
I think they are.
This?
I think they're full-fledged turning heel.
Yeah.
I think they already did, kind of, because they're beating up on Rey Mysterio. There's no bigger heel calling card than beating up on Rey Mysterio.
Everybody loves Rey Mysterio.
Right. I mean, but the match, to me right now, it's like, whatever. Yeah. But I think the match will be good, so there's that.
All right, listen. After 6 months... Oh, good stop by the Jets. After 6 months of him saying no, Nakamura finally said yes to a match at Fastlane. Listen, this is
last man standing, right?
I believe so. Yeah,
I think it's a last man standing match, which is going to be good.
Yeah, it's going to be good.
What are we doing for this? Are we doing post or pre?
For this, well, it's at 7:00 on Saturday.
8 o'clock.
8 o'clock main show.
7 pre, right?
7 pre. Yeah, I would like to do a possible reaction show. I think a reaction show would be good. This might be a perfect. Did you put the Jets game back on?
I did.
Okay, it's okay. I'm watching it too.
There's a flag on the play. Are you watching it live? Holding on the offense.
Watching it live. Holding on the offense. Holding.
Oh.
I just did the Roman Reigns thing. I combined the referee's holding sign and did the Roman Reigns thing.
You acknowledge me? I can't see you because you got this match graphic still up.
Oh, shit. Wait, you want to see me? I went like this. Holding. Yeah, so
3rd and 22. Okay. But
22.
Mahomes could throw a ball 55 yards, so still. But
we'll be all right. Seth and Nakamura. That's
another match that could steal the show very well.
It could steal the show. I just don't know where they're going with this anymore.
I think this is going to be the end of it. Whatever
You
this
think?
is.
I hope so.
Well,
I
yeah,
really hope so.
whatever this is the end of it.
Yeah.
What are they doing? The Jets, the officials are discussing something. I don't like it. I don't like when they do things.
They're discussing Andy Reid's weight.
Not much to discuss. He's just a large fella.
He looks good though. I love him.
Oh God, Mahomes has 19 years to. Whoa. Another flag, hopefully, on fucking. Oh my God.
Yeah, if you're a Jets fan, you know the frustration that Sal's going through right now because it's been a hell of a season for the last 45 seasons. So, yeah. So yeah, hopefully it's the end of it. Nakamura, Seth. Where does Seth go from here? Who's his next? Does he dance with Jey Uso?
No, I think Drew McIntyre.
Drew McIntyre. Okay, so did you
I
see
think
see the TikTok? Okay.
I think he's a heel, or he's gonna be. I like how they're doing it too. It's like progressively. Like he's just not saving the baby faces right now.
Yeah.
It's very subtle, you know.
Yeah. He's going into business for himself. Screw it.
The Jets they're just gonna lose this game now.
What's the call? I have it on mute. What's the call?
It was 3rd and 22, and fucking Pat Mahomes ran it for a first 10.
Nice.
Yeah, nice.
Nice.
They couldn't get past the fucking offensive line. The guy, whatever. I don't care. I do care, but whatever.
Yeah, that was a big hole that opened up.
Yeah, because he had 19 years to sit back there in the pocket, and nobody could get to him.
Well,
Looked
listen.
like there was some holding on the offensive line, but I mean, listen,
If we could stop them, and even if they get another field goal, we're still a touchdown away from a win. Okay, Salvatore.
Yeah.
Do you know what time it is?
Is it highlight of the week?
It is the clip of the week. Oh, man, I love that. I love it so much. Yeah, this clip is a doozy, my friend.
I believe I sent this to you, right?
You did send this to me, and it is just something special.
Look at this guy. Oh.
What the fuck was that?
He's lighting his hat on fire. He's going for the big diving headbutt. The hat falls off because he just bugs out. Look at him, bugging out. Like, oh my God, my head's on fire. Like, as if he didn't just do it to himself. He's going for the big bam bam headbutt. The hat flies off, almost hits his opponent right in the face. His opponent no sells evidence, and he just got hit in the face with fire, and he's afraid for his life. What is going on?
I could watch it a million times. One more time.
Look, he's going there. He's going. Oh no, it's on my head. How do I get it off? Jesus Christ. Could you imagine? Like, listen, I'm into like some stupid stuff. You know what I mean? I'm into like the more ridiculous of things at times. But like, what are we doing? There was probably not a fire extinguisher in the whole building.
Sal, I'm doing that. I'm doing it.
You did it. You did something like that once.
I did, but next time I'm doing it, I'm wrapping a towel on my head.
I'll tell you a funny story, right?
Saturating it in lighter fluid, gasoline.
Funny
wrapping
story.
My head in a towel. I'm lighting it on fire, and I'm gonna do a headbutt.
Funny story. So
can't talk me out of it.
When I arrived at the Ludus, second time over there. First time was more of a visit to kind of check everything out.
Yep.
Second time was to whatchamacallit. Second time was to pay the money. And it happened to be a show. And you were there. You were there. Brand new.
I was brand new.
This was the night you effectively ended the Cholo character.
Oh, Cholo. I love Cholo.
When you lit the chair on fire and put him through it. Now, for people that are unfamiliar with what the Ludus was, it was basically a garage. Like a big garage. A lot of space. You could hold a ring. They could probably fit about 200 people in attendance there. It was a big space, but
yeah,
well,
we used to pack that place out, man,
but
every
really,
single Friday.
It was basically like a garage.
Yeah.
And I remember it was the middle of February, so the gate was closed. There was only one way in and one way out. There was the door and the gate that was right next to it. Like, you know what I mean?
Yep.
Trying to put, like, you know, and it was like a, you know, one of those gates you pull up. It was like something out of an auto body shop.
Yeah, exactly.
And I was sitting on the far side. And again, it was the middle of February.
Mm-hmm.
So we had the gates closed and the window and the door closed. And then you put them through, the fire goes out, but the smoke is just filling the building. Plus the fire extinguisher with Joel's one arm that he was putting out because his arm was broken at the time.
Yeah.
And he was putting it out. Oh my God. Between the fire extinguisher and the smoke, we were dying and there was nowhere to go. You remember how that place was set up. There was nowhere to go.
Yeah.
If there would have been a worse situation, it would have been really bad for everybody on the far side of that building.
I tried to control it pretty well, I felt.
There's so much you could do.
There's only so much you could do, but it was, I remember it vividly. I choke slam. Well, first we said, I'm going to do a power bomb. And I grabbed Cholo, chair's on fire, and I call power bomb. And he goes, no. And I said, choke slam. And he went, okay. And I grabbed him for a choke slam, I choke slam him through the flaming chairs.
He got up immediately, no-sold it.
No-sold it. Got up immediately, made sure he wasn't on fire. I was in shock. I was in absolute shock. And one of the greatest highlights of my career, by far.
Can we watch that one more time? Is there a way we can pull that up one more time? That's great.
Yeah, that video clip?
Yeah.
Yeah, let's watch it again. As many times as you want to watch
it.
Oh,
my God. I'm going.
By God, good God Almighty, they killed him. Hey, they killed him, good God Almighty.
I'm going to assume the guys in the lower left-hand corner are maybe the ones that put this clip out there. I don't know who they are, but shout out to them for this masterpiece.
Yeah, hold on. Let's analyze this for a second, okay? First of all, look. Okay, so right there. What the fuck is going through this man's head?
What was it, Joe Pesci in fucking Home Alone when his hat goes on fire?
That's
what he looks like right now.
He looks like Abdullah the Butcher.
I think that's what he was going for. Mahomes is running in for a touchdown. What a piece. Oh, no, he's not. The game's over. Ian Oldham, first down. No timeouts, first and goal. 1:46. The Jet game's over, so fuck it. So he looks like, I don't know what he was thinking. Put the hat on fire.
Okay, then now hold on, right there. See right there? He was like, oh,
something's wrong.
Shit's fucking on. My head's on fire.
My head is hot. Oh, but he falls off the top.
The fire is magically suspended in the air at this point.
He throws his fake turban thing off as he's flying through the air, as if like, who gives a fuck where this lands?
And then watch where it lands.
Right
on the guy's fucking face. Right on the guy's face. So he lights it.
Is he supposed to be doing some sort of Saudi Arabian gimmick? You could tell he's from Kentucky or wherever.
I don't know. I hope not. Could you imagine if he's doing a Saudi Arabian gimmick and lights the fucking turban on fire? That's heat.
Oh yeah, I didn't even think about that. That's really bad.
That's heat, brother.
Oh, I see what you did there. But
I'm fucking genius. Sal, you have the time? It's getting pretty late.
It's 11:15, so we gotta do
trivia time.
Trivia, right?
It's hot take trivia time.
There's no music.
Oh, it's coming. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Hot Tag Trivia. I am your host, Billy.
I'm Sal.
And this is my illustrious guest. Illustrious, right? It's a good way to describe you.
I'm illustrious, all right.
Illustrious guest, Sal. Sal has been on a roll. Actually might change his name to Butter because he's been on a roll. That was fucking stupid. But
that was bad, but we gotta keep it because that's endearing.
Yes. Yeah, I haven't been able to stump Sal. And probably not gonna. He's probably gonna get this in
what
20
episode are
seconds.
we on? What episode are we on? 7 right now?
8. We're on 8.
8. So I'm 7-0.
You're 7-0.
I haven't been defeated.
I think I'm gonna have to pull a trick up my sleeve. Not this episode, but in a couple of episodes, just randomly. I'm not even gonna give you hints on a wrestler. It's gonna be like a president, and that's how I'm gonna stump you.
President Jack Tunney?
President Donald J. Trump, who was a WWE superstar for a day.
He's a Hall of Famer. He's a WWE Hall of Famer.
There you go.
Take that information what you will.
So, Sal,
Billy.
are you ready to put 20 seconds, minute on the clock? 20 seconds.
Yeah, let's go.
All right. So, this week, I really tried.
You might get me.
I'm not going to get you. Are you ready?
All right, let's go.
6 seconds on the clock. This man dropped out of college 4 months into his lesson. Into his...
Christian?
No, what? No. In his spare time, he collects antiques. And his birthday was the 18th of December. Shares a birthday with Christina Aguilera and Trish Stratus. He was married 3 times. His third wife is Deborah Marshall.
Stone Cold Steve Austin?
I gave it away with Deborah Marshall. I didn't know if you were going to know her last name.
Dude, but these are like the worst, like the worst clues ever. How am I supposed to know that somebody collects antiques?
And you still got it. So was it the worst, or was it
Well,
the best?
what were you going to say after that? What were going to be the clues after that?
In 2003, he walked out of the company after disagreeing with the writing team because he didn't want to lose to Brock Lesnar.
That would have been the easiest. That would have been the easy giveaway right there.
Did you know he made his debut in 1989? But but do you know who it was against?
Frogman LeBlanc.
What?
That's what he says his first match was against.
And who was Frogman LeBlanc?
Frogman. I don't know.
Hold on, I have to look this up.
Is it The Undertaker?
I think it was Matt Hardy.
No, Matt Hardy wasn't even wrestling yet.
So why? Somebody said that to me today. Somebody was like, "Oh, did you know Stone Cold's first match was against Matt Hardy in WWE?"
Could it have been his first match in WWE?
Maybe. I don't know.
I don't even think that's right, though. I don't think that's right. I think his first. I feel like his first match was like Bob Holly.
I think fucking people just lie to me. But yeah, you won again. Great. Could you ask me questions next week?
All right. Who was the first black WCW champion of all time? This one right off the top of my head.
Booker T.
Nope.
All right, I'm done.
Ron Simmons.
Damn.
Who did Vader beat in the White Castle of Fear match in like 1993 or 4?
The White Castle of Fear?
1994. Yeah, White Castle of Fear.
Is this fucking real?
Yes, it's real. You don't even know.
What year was it?
I believe 94. Either 93 or 94, in that range.
Shawn Michaels.
No, Vader was in WCW.
Oh. I don't fucking know.
Think top WCW baby faces of the early 90s. Think the only WCW babyface from the 90s that was like not a WWE guy.
Sting.
Yes.
Oh, okay. Oh, Darby Allin came out with a skateboard and now he's kissing the ground.
Good. He's in Seattle. What do you expect?
Oh, who's with him?
Sting?
No, somebody with ribs taped up.
Nick Wayne, the little kid.
Is that? Yeah, I guess.
He lost to Luchasaurus earlier.
Wait, they're making out.
Of course.
No, they're hugging each other. He's giving him like
back rubs.
Yeah, I don't know what's happening. All right.
All right.
We owe 59, 30 seconds. We have done it under an hour.
Oh my God! Really?
I think I think we have to stop the fucking recording now. We have 15 seconds.
Go.
Sal, 10 seconds.
Sorry.
Hit him with the tagline.
Keep it tight.